Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Commodores will kick it away first. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans' offense is on the field for the first time today. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. At the 45, on his way. There he goes down the right side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays, another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will get the ball for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better...
Oh, it's out! And the defense has got it, and they're trying to pick up some yards.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's running free down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Commodores.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. 60 minutes of football.
Gonna let it fly. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Michigan State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Handoff from the gun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up for 4th down.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He lofts one down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the ground with the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Fowler. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs.
Easy. Roll it. Hey, Cam. Reload.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They go to the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him. And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Wide open downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down coming up.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Let's see what they've got on second down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they run the option, and you can just tell, man, the timing of that wasn't set up well, and the quarterback looked a little bit clunky, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
On third down, he drops the throw. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Commodores send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man to the left. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the gun, running back on the move. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide out in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. They're trying to get to it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting a sack.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he's got it at the 20. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
It's still 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Between the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field. He's going to fire deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Absolute shame. Missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wade. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking to pass on second down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Commodores will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And the Spartans have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Spartans are on the move. He'll try the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Spartans. And the route is on. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
44, Vanderbilt, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And the Spartans will try to convert on 4th down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play...
Touchdown, Michigan State! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is... play set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It'll be third and short from their own 33.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Commodores will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Fast motion from the offense. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Got his man in the middle. Tackled, but he has a first down. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the toss to the left. Or left him grasping for air. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but maybe for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He wants to throw. Got his man. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Unleashes one. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Doors.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen, build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He's looking to throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Got his man downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some...
He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Offense set on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they got him for the sack.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense.
Going up top. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays.
And he intercepts it. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. A 1st down for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Gets rid of it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to
fires and picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.